Greetings, it is I, Susie Q. We're working with a progression of events or experiences in your field. So, just maybe a couple days ago, we just got back from Tucson, and we were in a holistic seminar. It was for maybe 3 nights, 3 nights. Really extremely powerful energies, you know. So I love working with some of these energies. And I think people have commented about how I look different than I was before. But when we start looking at these holistic practices and we constantly, you know, lean into the holistic practices, we have more guidance. And so even though my hair is a little bit lighter than it had been before when I was back in Texas, really dark here. But it's fun kind of like looking at some of the progression of my experience from when I was in Texas. And then I went to Vegas, and I've been up here for like maybe 5 or 6 years in Arizona. I think everything looks a little bit better. My skin, with the skin I'm in, right? You know, everything has shifted in a gorgeous way. And I really acknowledge people who are able to have more nutrition, you know. So this was all about all kinds of things with that weekend in Tucson. It was an absolutely gorgeous place. Beautiful mountains right there by the pool, and just fantastic. But when we start really, you know, going deeper into what else am I progressing with? And so I think for the best that I could say is that nutrition is really supporting my beautiful state of consciousness. I absolutely love learning new things and getting more guidance and more understanding about what would be right for me and what would be the best thing. And so I just kind of lean in. And luckily, I work with a chiropractor, and I could just say, "Hey, can you do some applied kinesiology on me?" And then, sure enough, we do it real quick. So he's a great AK practitioner. And so, even like this morning, I just had to make a shift with some of my nutrition plans that I was working with. And now here I am and feeling much better and much lighter. So, some of these things through the chiropractic's office and the OHS, the optimal health systems, all of that has been really like, I'm always excited to go into these seminars. I mean, have you ever had a moment where you're like, I kind of resisting going into something to learn something, and then maybe you might go, I don't think I want to do it, you know, because I don't understand anything. When I first came up here in Arizona, I started doing all of these seminars, maybe like 4 a year, with some of these nutrition pieces and also with this holistic healing energy. So all of this stuff is super amazing, and I can really notice the distinctions from what I looked like when I was in Houston. I felt kind of like I was a little bit more stressed, and I didn't have a lot of nutrition. I really didn't even have awareness of what the nutrition was. And once I got up here with a chiropractor, I started learning more about some of these techniques and some of these ways of feeling better and feeling more light. You know, I feel like the energy is more light. I think in Texas it was kind of a little bit of a struggle for me a little bit when I was getting ready to leave. And then all of a sudden now, everything is lighter. So everything is much lighter. It's like freaking hot here in Scottsdale, but it's been a great experience. So if you ever have any questions about things that could maybe benefit you to feel better, lighter, happier, more joyful, and also letting things go, all of these things are happening. So these progressions that we're working with right now are really suggesting for us to go a little bit deeper. And so sometimes people like struggle with, I can't do that, or I can't, a lot of people can't, you know, like take a piece of nutrition, you know, like swallow something. They're like, well, I can't do that, you know. Well, I think it would be good for you to do that, because even like my skin, the skin I have right now is totally different. And it's kind of like an overall different version of Susie up here in Arizona, because for whatever reason, I got connected with a chiropractor, and then I constantly do the nutrition and do ionic foot baths. I do laser work, or I have laser work, and it's just light. You know, these are like light fields. So all of this stuff has been really fun. So I'm really excited to share some of these things that have been working for me. You know, so sometimes we're like saying things are not working for me, but yeah. So but up here with the chiropractor, I've had opportunity to get more knowledge, more wisdom, and more innate intelligence regarding the body, you know. And each one of us, I think we all want to feel a little bit lighter, a little bit better, and all of these things are happening for us. And so sometimes when people ask me about, like, what did I do different, So I'm able to do scripts, and then I can actually go in there and send you some information about some of this nutrition. This, it's just a giant. It's just like a behemoth. Like huge energy with this nutrition. But that has been really, really helping me. And all of it is, it's just whole food. It's whole food. And so, where the nutrients come from, it's down, I think in Pima, Arizona. So it's about maybe 3 hours from where we live. And then we start just acknowledging all of the people that are there that are creating all of the whole food nutrients, and a lot of them are protein powders. Some of them are just different supplements. There's different packages that you can do. But I love doing this, and I'm just so excited because I just came off of this cool session, and the more that I come into these seminars, I learn a little bit more. I kind of discern what's best for me and discern what's not best for me. So all of these things are helping us. And so if you're ever needing anything, or ever any kind of guidance that you need with your body or with your spirit or with your subconscious mind, all of that is available, right? So it's all kind of a beautiful space to just to be aware, and just to be more joyful. So we'll see you soon. Namaste.